Donald Sutherland, the beloved actor who starred in scores of films from The Dirty Dozen, M.A.S.H. and Clute to Animal House and Ordinary People to Pride and Prejudice and the Hunger Games franchise and won an Emmy for Citizen X, died Thursday in Miami after a long illness. He was 88. The 2017 honorary Oscar recipient also is the father of Emmy-winning 24 and designated survivor actor Kiefer Sutherland and veteran CAA media finance exec Reg Sutherland. CAA confirmed the news to Deadline. In some of his most well-known roles, he perfected a laconic, wry, and dead serious delivery. Such was the case for characters including the cool-headed amateur murder investigator John Clute, opposite Jane Fonda's terrified and erratic call girl Bree Daniels in Clute, as Hawkeye Pierce in the film M.A.S.H., where he played opposite Elliot Gould's cut-up trapper John, and in Nicholas Regg's Don't Look Now as skeptical John Baxter, who does not believe the claims of wife Laura, Julie Christie, that their recently dead daughter is reaching out from the other side. In one early change of pace characterization, Sutherland played a sadistic fascist in Bernardo Bertolucci's 1976 epic 1900, in which his character gleefully swings a child by the heels, bashing the boy's head against a wall. Born on July 17, 1935, in St. John, New Brunswick, Canada, Donald Sutherland amassed some 200 film and TV credits spanning more than 60 years, from guesting on episodes of 1960s series including Suspense, The Avengers, Court Martial and The Odd Man to last year's Paramount Plus drama Base Reeves. His big break in movies came with Robert Aldrich's star-packed 1967 World War II drama The Dirty Dozen, playing misfit felon Vernon Pinkley opposite Lee Marvin, Ernest Borgnine, Charles Bronson, George Kennedy, Telly Savalas and others. A big hit in theaters, it remains a seminal American war movie. His next big role was as Captain Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce in Robert Altman's 1970 Korean War dramedy M.A.S.H. The alternatively harrowing and hilarious film about the going-on at a mobile army surgical hospital earned 5 Oscar nominations including Best Picture, winning for Ring Lardner Jr.'s biting screenplay. It also fueled M*A*S*H, the hugely successful 1972-83 CBS series in which Alan Alda played Hawkeye and whose title was distinguished from the movie with asterisks. Sutherland followed that with another star-laden war movie, 1970's Kelly's Heroes, playing Sergeant Oddball alongside Clint Eastwood, Don Rickles, Savalas and others. That led to perhaps his biggest star turn, in the 1971 Alan J. Pakula crime drama Clute. He played opposite Fonda as New York gumshoe John Clute, who is hired to find a chemical company executive who has disappeared. Fonda won her first Oscar for the role, and Andy Lewis and Dave Lewis were nominated for their original screenplay. Sutherland's next big movie was Nicholas Regg's psychological thriller Don't Look Now, which he followed up with the 1974 international espionage comedy SPYS, Re-Teaming with Gould, and 1975's Hollywood set Day of the Locust. Starring with William Atherton, Karen Black and Burgess Meredith, he played accountant Homer Simpson, who covets Black's aspiring actress Faye Greener. With his film career in high gear, Sutherland starred in yet another big-name war movie in The Eagle Has Landed, 1976, with Michael Caine and Robert Duvall, and then had a small role in the 1977 John Landis-directed farce The Kentucky Fried Movie, penned by Future Airplane filmmakers David Zucker, Jim Abrahams and Jerry Zucker. The year 1978 would see Sutherland headline 3 disparate films: heist comedy The Great Train Robbery with Sean Connery and Leslie Ann Down, horror thriller remake Invasion of the Body Snatchers with Brooke Adams and Jeff Goldblum, and the beloved early 60s fraternity romp Animal House, also directed by Landis. He had a supporting but key role in the latter, playing Faber College English Lit professor Dave Jennings. His deadpan character bores his classes with lectures on John Milton in one scene and is sleeping with student Katie, Karen Allen, in the next, famously exposing his rear end while reaching into a cabinet. Katie was the girlfriend of Boone, Peter Riegert, one of the Delta Tau Chi fraternity members. The cast also included John Belushi, Tim Matheson, Stephen Furst, Bruce McGill, Kevin Bacon, Amadeus Oscar nominee Tom Hulce and John Vernon. After starring with Three's Company's Suzanne Summers in the 1980 comedy Nothing Personal, Sutherland's next film was among his biggest. He played Calvin Jarrett, a man grieving for one son and dealing with the suicide attempt of another in Ordinary People, director Robert Redford's generational drama that won 4 Oscars including Best Picture. The film's starry cast also included Mary Tyler Moore, Timothy Hutton, Judd Hirsch, Elizabeth McGovern and others. Sutherland continued to work in films into the 2010s including A Time to Kill, Shadow Conspiracy, Fallen, Instinct, The Italian Job, Cold Mountain, Fierce People, Horrible Bosses and 2005's Pride and Prejudice. But his next big role would be perhaps his most famous. He was cast in 2012's The Hunger Games as President Coriolanus Snow, the fascist dictator of Panem. He also starred as the chief antagonist in the sequels Catching Fire, 2013, and Mockingjay Parts 1 and 2, 2014. The films based on Suzanne Collins' YA novels were global smashes, shattering box office records and making a star of lead Jennifer Lawrence. His final TV role was recurring as Isaac Parker, an imposing and commanding judge in the Fort Smith courthouse with a complicated legacy, opposite David Oyelowo in Taylor Sheridan's 2023 Paramount Plus series Lawmen, Bass Reeves.